The problem with information. Coming up this week on Working Yourself Wednesday. Welcome to another edition of Working Yourself Wednesday. I'm Cory Mosley. Thanks for tuning in. This week I want to talk about this idea of information because ultimately information is abundant. It's everywhere. The internet, the library, the bookstore. I mean, there's no place, magazines, there's no place where you can't find people sharing information. Now, what the value of that information is, the accuracy, the importance, the success of it, that's a different story. But I want to hone in on one piece. I want to hone in on the idea that what it takes to be successful today may not be what it took to be successful 20 or 30 years ago. So I want to challenge you to understand that sometimes in the information age, the problem is the age of the information. So think about that for a second. We're all kind of honed in on what we know, our experiences, things that we may be good at or not so good at or working to get better on. But at the end of the day, we have some form of knowledge. Good knowledge, bad knowledge, wrong knowledge. I mean, you ever heard the saying, there's my way and then there's the wrong way, right? So it's this idea that this information is available to us. But I'd really have you take the opportunity to go back and think about some of the things that you're learning now, some of the things that you're learning moving forward, and ask yourself, how fresh is this information? How much of this information is relevant to where I'm trying to get to, not where I've gone? We have the great luminaries that we study, right? Warren Buffett, that makes a great biography to understand, but the way Warren Buffett might make money today is different than 30 or 40 years ago. The path to success today with the internet and social media is potentially different. The things that you can do in your business, especially as a sales professional across all the verticals, what are some of the things that you could be doing different to accelerate your business? It's not just about what's on your business card anymore, right? It's about what your total footprint is. Can I Google you? Are you Googleable? I was at a meeting the other night and like-minded business owners from the area where I live here in Virginia. And, they were saying, well, who are you? How can we get in touch with you? And I wasn't trying to be arrogant, but I just said, type my name into Google. And all the answers about me and history and credibility and all these different things will basically be there. So I want you to just be thinking about the information that you're accessing, the information that goes into your brain, because our brain stores so much stuff. It stores so much stuff that we don't even know it's sitting there. When that song comes on from the 80s or the 70s or the 60s and word for word, where has that been? You got to ask yourself, if I know the words to, Bananarama and Cruel Summer, what else is back there? So that's my challenge. Not just looking at the information, but the age of the information as we move forward. I'll see you next week.